Hey, hello everyone and welcome back to our D365 ERP channel. So from this video, we are going to start a new playlist around Copilot in D365 Finance and Operation. So before starting this video, we are going to first discuss about why we are starting this new playlist. So answer behind this is I saw the trend from the last 8 to 10 months that Microsoft heavily investing in the area of the Copilot in D365, and these features which are provided within a D365, some of available within our existing license. So why we can't utilize these features to increase our productivity, and we can save some time using these Copilot features. So I want to make sure that all my subscribers are up to date with the new features which are provided by the Microsoft in the Copilot of D365 F&O. To ensure that, I have started this new playlist. So starting with this episode, we'll differentiate this full episode because it's maybe 2 to 3 hour episode. I will break down into 3 parts. So agenda of this full episode is, first we discuss about the types of Copilot, like standard Copilot, custom Copilot, the licensing cost, the purpose, and it's customizable or not. Then we also discuss about in which area we are going to saw that Copilot, like Microsoft providing this Copilot in all the areas like SCM, finance, D365 service, D365 sales, D365 project operation, all the areas Microsoft providing the Copilot. But in the first part of this playlist, we are just covering the Copilot feature available in D365 Finance and Operation area. So after this types of Copilot, we are going to cover the Copilots, out of the box Copilots available within a SCM. Then we cover Copilots available in the finance, and then in the last part we will discuss about the custom Copilots. So let's move to our types of Copilots. So talking about the types of Copilot, there is two major types of the Copilot. One is a standard Copilot, which is provided by the Microsoft, and it's a standard some configuration we need to do. And the second part is a custom Copilot. Custom Copilots are the fully customized Copilot based on your company's requirement or your customer's requirement. So purpose behind standard Copilot is a productivity improvement, as we already discussed. Then the custom Copilot, the purpose of the custom Copilot is provide a tailor-made solution, use case based experience. Let's say your client is doing something which is not a standard, or in the standard Copilot it's not covering that part, then we can build a custom Copilot. So the customization in the standard Copilot, it's restricted, or I would say it's very limited to customize the standard Copilot features. And in the custom Copilots, as the name said, it's fully customizable. You can change the logic, you can create some prompt, you can integrate these custom Copilots with any applications. And the third one is apps. So for this playlist, in the first phase, we are just discussing about the out of the box Copilot in SCM, out of the Copilot in finance, and later part we'll go through the Copilots in service, sales, CRM, then project operation, then Copilots in Word, Excel, Teams, next part of this playlist. So in the custom Copilots, it's conversational and automated AI agent built using the Copilot Studio. Means that I hope you guys already start using the ChatGPT. So it's kind of ChatGPT that, let's take an example. You want to see the some summary of the invoice. Then there is a chatbot where you can ask the summary of or enter the invoice number and ask for the summary. So this kind of customization we can do using the AI agent or in the part of custom Copilots. So for this we use the Copilot Studio. This is a separate studio of development where we create a custom Copilot stuff. Talking about the pricing, so as I said, some out of the box Copilot in SCM and finance are available within our existing F&O licenses, F&O, SCM and finance license or team member license. We have some features. For that we need a M365 Copilot license, which is $30 per user per month, and for D365 Copilot Finance, we have the license cost of $50 per user per month. But for the finance, as I said, some features are available within our existing license. So in the next next slides, when we discuss about the out of the box features in the SCM and finance, we'll cover the license requirement for the each feature. We also cover the prerequisite. So make sure you watch the complete episode, or I would rather say watch the complete playlist. So talking about the custom copilots, it starts from $200 per tenant per month for 25k messages. So 25k messages means it's a, as I said, it's a conversational. So whenever chatbot provide you some message, it's 25,000 messages are available per month per $20 per tenant, or pay as you go also there for some part. So you can reach out to me if you want to plan some custom copilot or plan to like AI adoption for your company. Like you have some specific use cases for that, AI can helpful, or this custom copilot can be helpful, and you want to develop this copilot for your customer or your own organization which are using the finance and operation or business central or customer service, anything. So please for this reach out to me on my email. I have already mentioned the email, or you just simply reach out to me on a LinkedIn. I'll definitely help you in this area. So let's start with our Dynamics 365 F&O SCM Copilot feature. I have again differentiate these SCM Copilots into two areas. First one is Copilots that are available within a D365 F&O, and the second one is a Copilots that are required a Power Platform to provide the input and get the output, which means that you put some query or input in our Power Platform connected to the F&O, so it's gathered the data from the F&O and provide the output to you on the Power Platform. So first in this episode we are first cover the SCM Copilots are available within the F&O, and both the features, these two features are currently available in the SCM. So these two features are available included in our D365 F&O SCM license. We have not required any Power Platform license or any other license for this. So let's start discussing about the first feature. In the next episode we'll cover the features that are available within a SCM Copilots, and we required a Power Platform for that. So let's start with the first feature, review and accept changes to confirm the purchase order. This feature provides a dedicated workspace within our F&O to track and categorize the post confirmation changes to the purchase order based on their impact. So it's low level impact or high level impact, or whether they are affecting the downstream dependent order. So let's discuss the cycle. Whenever you create a purchase order, you create a purchase order, add the purchase order lines and send that purchase order to the vendor for the confirmation. Once you receive the confirmation, you confirm this purchase order in the Dynamics. So once the purchase order get confirmed and your procurement team or procurer plan to change something in the purchase order, then system this workspace differentiate this purchase order changes into three different parts. First is a low impact change, then high impact change, and the third one is the changes that affect the downstream dependent orders, which means that let's say any production order or work order linked with any purchase order, and that changes which you made is affecting this linked order, then it's covered under the downstream dependent order. So prerequisite for this is confirm purchase order with changes workspace is enabled by default. I'm definitely sure that this feature are already there if you guys already updated it to 10.0.39 or later version. So the license requirement, as I said, it's included within our D365 F&O SCM license. And to navigate to this workspace, you navigate to the procurement and sourcing module, then workspace, and then confirm purchase order with changes. So how it's look? So I have attached this screenshot. So this is how it's look. So you can see here it's differentiated into low impact changes, high impact changes, and impacted downstream in the order. So they have provided the purchase order number, vendor account, and the vendor name. And if you want to go deep inside that purchase order to check that changes, you just simply click on the show button, which is available within every column, they say. And in the summary you can see that what are the changes are you guys made in this purchase order. So let's discuss first which changes are considered as a low impact changes, high impact changes, and impacted downstream orders. So low impact changes are the changes that are not required reconfirmation of the purchase order. It's minimal or no impact changes, I would say, like changing the internal notes or comments on the purchase order, or modifying the delivery instruction that not affect the item quantity or date, or you update the buyer group or vendor contact, vendor mobile number, something like that. It's considered as a low impact changes, and your purchaser can simply confirm this order without rechecking. Second is considered as a high impact changes. So inside the high impact changes, whenever you change the purchase order quantity or delivery date or price changes happen, so these changes are considered as a high impact changes. And the third is most important, impact the downstream order. So these are the changes that directly affect the other order or process dependent purchase order, especially when the purchase order is linked with the any sales order, transfer order, or production order. So like for the beginner, or sometimes when you in manufacturing, or you are using the service, or not even production, even for the sales order, whenever the sales order created, sometimes some organization create the purchase order against the sales order. So for the purchase order, we have that reference type. Inside the reference type, you mention the purchase order and provide the purchase order number on that sales order. So if you made the changes in the quantity or delivery date or anything, what are the considered as a high impact changes in the purchase quantity, delivery date, and price change, which is impact your sales order, production order, work item, anything which is linked with that purchase order, are considered as a impacted downstream order. So in example, I already mentioned changing the delivery date when the PO is tied with the sales order with a fixed ship date. So let's say you have the sales order which you need to ship with a particular ship date, but you made the changes in the purchase order which is linked with that ship order, and it's affect the sales order shipping date. Maybe you change the purchase quantity, and these quantity are not available to the vendor, then shipping date will be missed, then it's considered as a impacted downstream order. So here user can, instead of like traditionally user manually check the order, check the downstream, its effect, what is the impact of this change. So in this new feature we have that option, like it's out of the box workspace is available. Production manager, open that workspace. Let's say if we want to confirm something, let's say this item and product number, the quantity made changes and it's impacted our other orders, then they simply call or email, or let's say send a message on a Teams to re-verify that order. So I feel that this feature is more useful for the procurement, like the organization which are using the procurement and frequently made the changes in the confirm order. So let's move to the second feature, which is available within a Dynamics 365 F&O. So Copilot automatically generate the summaries for the key entities. So for now it's available for 5, or I will say 6 key entities: a product over summaries, release product detail summary, vendor summary, purchase order summary, or sales order summary. So in the later side I have attached the screenshot so you guys can understand better which feature are available within our each summary, or each summary providing which information. So prerequisite for this is you must running on the version of 10.0.39 with the proactive quality update of 3 or later. So if you are already updated to 10.0.40, there is this feature already enabled for you, I'll say. And the next is Power Platform integration must be enabled for your environment. Usually all the components are required to use Copilot Summary are automatically deployed when Power Platform integration is enabled. So let's say if your Power Platform integration is enabled, all the Copilot stuff like which are available within F&O and included in your license cost, these features are already get enabled. So I will say I will show you how you can, if it's off for your environment in case. So I'll show you how we can on and or off this feature. Some of our customers are facing this issue of the data burst. So let's say for the first feature or this second summary feature, if you are facing some issue related to the dataverse or any error regarding the dataverse, please reach out to me on my LinkedIn or email, which I have shown on the first slide. Because if I cover this dataverse part in this video get too long for the audience which not facing this issue, and so that's why we are not covering that part, dataverse part over here, because for most of the organization is automatically enable, or it's enable for some requirement of the AIS or HR integration services and for some other part. So please reach out to me if you are facing the dataverse issue. So how you can turn on this AI summary part or turn off this AI summary part? So you just navigate to the feature management, and inside the feature management you see the product over summary. So I have listed down all the features name over here. So you just pause this video and review these feature names. So as I said, all these features are turned on by default, but you can turn all of them or off if you don't want to see them. So sometimes it's hectic to saw the summary every time when you create a purchase order or just hover on the item number. So maybe your user can turn off this feature. The next is license requirement. So it's included within our D365 F&O SCM license. So let's review one by one all the summaries. So starting with the product hour summary. So one of the most pages, whenever you add the item and add the item in the purchase order, sales order, production order, anywhere, and try to hover your mouse on that item number, the Copilot generated summary of that item you can see. So this summary provide you the item description and the variants available for this item. Next one is a release product detail summary. So whenever you open any product from the release product form, you can see over the general tab there is another tab which is summary by the Copilot. So this summary by the Copilot, I have provided the description of the product, available inventory of the product across all the warehouses. Next is provide the purchase information. So it's provide you the purchase price of this product. So if you already made the setup of the default vendor for this product, then that designated vendor will be shown in this summary. And the third one is the sales information. So in the summary you can see the sales price per unit of this product. So the next summary is a vendor summary. So in the vendor summary, whenever you open any vendor for all vendor form, you will get the status information and insight for the selected vendor. So this information can include the vendor currency, accounting currency, vendor hold status, number of purchase order created for this vendor, posted vendor invoices, payment status. So it can also include the number of overdue vendor invoices and purchase agreement and active rebate agreement. So no need to multiple clicks to identify if there are any purchase agreement or active rebate agreement are there. Just you can identify on the summary level. Next we move to the second last is a purchase order summary. So when you open any purchase order from the all purchase order form, you will see the purchase order status and the insight. So for example, it shows the number of partially or fully received or confirmed or invoiced lines. So all these details are available inside the status form. And the fast tab which shows you the selected insight, it's summary of the order lines that are overdue or nearly overdue. So if any purchase order line are nearly to overdue or it's already overdue, then that information are available inside the insight section. So next we move to the sales order summary. So in the sales order summary, similarly like purchase order, it's provide you the information about this this sales order partially or fully confirmed, or it's fully received, or it's invoiced or not. All the information are available in the status section. And the insight section, you can see similarly you see the overdue or nearly overdue lines or lines without the confirmed ship date. All these information are available in the insight section. So I'll differentiate as the status is the information and insight is a actionable insight. Let's say if it's overdue, then take some action, like it's overdue. And some, if it's standard, if there is no information, then you can see that there is a no insight. So same message you will get for the purchase order or sales order if there is no insight available. So these summary, I will say, very basic information providing now. So if you want to customize this thing, or you want to plan, let's say every time to watch this summary you need to open this purchase order, sales order, vendor, product, anything, and you don't want to do that. You want to do the same thing in the Teams. Let's say just open the Teams, and in the chatbot of the Teams you are requested for the product information, order information, just enter the order number, and the Copilot, the custom Copilot, fetch all the information from the F&O database and provide you the information on the Teams chatbot. So just imagine how much time you guys can save to open the environment. I will rather say, like, opening the F&O environment is very time consuming as compared to just text or ping some message on the Teams chatbot and get all the information. So these functionalities are available in the custom Copilot. So if you want to plan this custom Copilot feature to use in your organization or for your customer, just reach out to me. We are already starting development for this kind of stuff for our customers. So that's it for this video. We have covered 2 standard features. So in the next part, I think you guys already start noticing that these kind of apps are available in the F&O environment. Let's say Copilot Finance, Demand Planning, Inventory Visibility. So in the next part of this video, we are going to cover each app. So Copilot Finance, Demand Planning, and Inventory Visibility. And one more app is already there, like Demand Planning, more enhanced version of the Demand Planning, where you can directly enter the query and get the output of the forecasted result. So we are going to cover these app in our next episode, and for this we need F&O and the Power Platform. Make sure you watch the next episode because it's more helpful for you. And we also similarly for the next episode we're going to cover prerequisite, configuration, information, then license requirement, if any hidden cost or a hidden license requirement which is not mentioned in the Microsoft document, but as I have already configured all these apps, I know which license or which configuration we need to make sure it's enabled for our environment. So thank you for watching this episode. If you guys have some query regarding not regarding the Copilot as well as the finance and operation, you're looking for some training or looking for some consultation in the ERP area, please reach out to me on my email address or LinkedIn. I will definitely help you in all your queries. And thank you for watching. Stay tuned with us in the next few episodes. It's very interesting episode, I will say. Rather than this episode, it's very basic we cover in this episode. Next one is advanced part. So stay tuned with us. Thank you for watching.